Hey guys, we are in the middle of cooking a 60-day dry aged brisket and it is going to be amazing. Stay tuned. All right, so we are in the middle of this cook. There are a lot of things going on and I just want to fill you in before I show you the cook, everything that's going on right now, because this cook is make me go left, right, all over the place. There's a lot of different moving parts. I was told that I wasn't gonna hit the stall because it was dry aged for 60 days and I was gonna push right through it. Well, it's been about 2.5 hours that it was in the stall, all right? Then I had another weird thing happen to me. When I put the wrapping on the paper, my temperature actually dropped for about 5 to 10 minutes. That's never happened to me before. I have heard other people tell me that that does happen, but just kind of the advice I've been getting online and through friends that cook a lot of briskets, it just seems like this cook, it just wants to test me. And it's okay, because that's what brisket's all about. Not everybody, a lot of people are afraid to cook brisket. Don't be afraid to cook brisket. It's going to go in a lot of different directions and you just got to remain calm and just go through the process. It is so worth it. Trust me, no matter what it throws at you, you're gonna be very happy with it. Now I'm gonna walk you through this cook, and then at the end, I'm going to have a ton of show notes, like slicing. There were so many different opinions on YouTube and on the internet about the proper way to slice brisket. I'm telling you right now, this is a backyard brisket, meaning this isn't a competition brisket. This isn't a catered brisket. This is the way I like to cook brisket in my backyard. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button so you get all the notifications on when these new cooks are coming up. Thank you.
All right, guys, as you probably can tell, this is now turned into a failed brisket cooking video. All right, so I'm gonna go over what I think was the reason it failed, and so stay with me. I shortened up this video by about 6 minutes because I didn't want you to watch a 15-minute video on something that did not work. So take my show notes to heart for your next brisket that you're gonna do so you don't make the same mistakes. Where do I think I went wrong? I'm gonna show that. I wrote that in the video where I knew exactly where it went wrong. I was so nervous to cook this on my Traeger because my Traeger, my personal Traeger, does not cook briskets well. I don't know what it is. It just, after 7 hours, we were at 180 degrees. You should have a different bark forming at that temperature. On all the other smokers I use, it has a different bark. On the Ironwood 885 Traeger, which was awesome, it had a different bark at that point. Mine just kept, it didn't crispen up. It didn't swell in. I don't know. It just is different. I don't know why it is, but my Traeger, I wanted to borrow my friend's towable smoker to do this, but I was like, no, the Traeger can handle it. It just didn't get the job done. And I have a Pro 2022. I don't know. I bought it 3 years ago. I've never been in love with it, but I've used other Traegers that are awesome. So I might have to upgrade Traeger. Throw it my way if you want to. The other thing where I think the dry age went wrong, I started off with an 11-pound dry age brisket, or 11-pound brisket. And I think the flat was too small to start with. The flat needed to be bigger. I should have gone with like a 17 or 20-pound brisket
for this dry age, because as you saw, all those trimmings, it brought it down to 4.8 pounds. So that's why I want to really slow it down there and show you the before and then the after with the brisket. It was a select brisket too. Next time, I think I want to try a prime. I am going to do this again, but I want to try a prime brisket, something that hopefully has more fat in it than just out on the outside of it. I would like to do one with a flat that's just ginormous. Now, my other problem was it smelled like dry age. All right, it had that beautiful, I can smell it now, beautiful funk to it, but the type you enjoy with dry age. When we cut into it, there was no dry age flavor. It still baffles me to this day. It just didn't have the taste to it. I don't understand why. Now, the flat was a disaster. The flat was tough. It was no good, but the point, the fat, what they call it in the restaurant sometimes, you want lean, that's the flat, or you want the point, which is the fat. The fat was delicious, but it didn't have a flavor profile that I felt was any different than a regular brisket I would have cooked. So it's just kind of blowing my mind, honestly, because I was expecting this epic cook, and it disappointed me. And if you're new to my channel, this was a hard video for me to get out, because I get a video out as soon as I'm finished cooking if I love and want to share that. So this has taken me a while to get out onto YouTube, because I do not love this cook, and then I don't feel like putting it out to everybody out there, because I made mistakes somewhere in here, user error. Maybe it was some meat error, the type of quality meat I had, but it's painful. I can't wait to redo this. The next video is probably going back to steaks for a little bit, but I do have one final cook in this 5-part brisket series, and that's going to be a Costco Prime versus a Walmart Select, to see if there's that much of a big difference. And I will use my friend's towable smoker for that, because that thing is a brisket machine. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is comparisons to see if cooks are worth it. I'm not just going to put out cooks, here's how you cook broccoli. No, I want to do something that people are thinking about. Should I cook it this way or this way? And I will give you brutal honesty on how that cook turned out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're going to go live. I'm sure a lot of people are going to comment on this cook and tell me everything I did wrong. And slicing, that topic's been driving me crazy. So I'm probably going to go live in the next few days and answer comments, talk about the brisket cook, and just go over it. So you want to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you know when I'm going live, when my newest video is coming out, because this channel is all about just honest reviews on different cooking methods, different rubs, all that, and just giving you those type of videos that might keep you up at night. So thank you. Hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and turn on those notifications. Have a great day.